Hello everyone, can you hear me? Am I able to be heard? Perfect. Thank you, NLK. We're gonna wait for some more people to come on in and join us. Alright. Yeah, as the stream states, 1.0 Purist Entries. We have quite a few. I'm gonna give you a moment to guess how many submissions we have so far. So put in your best guess, how many finished submissions do we have so far? How many Purist submissions do you think we have so far? Give me some numbers. 55 is a lot, Colossal Book. That is a lot of entries. All right. So, according to my spreadsheet, we have 36 entries to the contest so far. 36. And this is what, day 5 of the contest? Yeah, already we have 36 entries. So I've been trying to be a good contest host and not play them. Although I will say I have played, I think, 4. But I want to give my initial reaction while y'all are live, alright? Yeah, Zoob did get it. Nice job, Zoob. So I want to give my live reactions to these for the first time, you know? And we're going to experience it together, alright? I also have some other things to mention. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. I am going on vacation starting this Sunday. And I will not be back until Thursday. So it's a 5-day vacation. During that time, I will not be in the Discord able to answer questions or concerns regarding the contest. I won't be streaming, or there won't be any YouTube videos. That is something I've been a little frustrated. I wanted to get like the next couple videos out for y'all, but I couldn't find the time to record. And some of the 1.0 CC entries I had to record were hard. And hard and long. So if you know what levels those were from the first 1.0 contest, you know that the ones that were hard and long were really tough for me to record. But I'm hoping to get that restarted starting after the vacation. Hoping to get more content out after the vacation, as well as level requests. I'm going to do more of those after the vacation as well, giving some more feedback in the channel. So, with that being said, why don't we get started here? All right. So, I'm just going to start from the first entry. We'll play through that. Get it started here. The first entry to the 1.0 Purist contest was Dank für die Rosen by LD Likes Cats. They made it in 1,000 objects exactly, so it translates to thank you for the roses. So that's awesome. Thanks for the roses. I am currently not the color I should be. By the way, this is the color that GJJ7 will be, in case any of you are wondering. Color reveal! It's Hexagon Force Gray. If you see me have that, that's what it means. So, let's take a look at this. This is initial impressions, alright? Alright, bit of a basic 1.0 level. Nothing wrong with that. interesting structuring ideas. Gameplay feels pretty smooth so far. A hidden pad there. That's a creative way to do X's. I never thought of doing it that way. Yeah, X's are hard. That's pretty interesting. Oh, all right, skip that. Yeah, another thing I'm doing is I'm looking to make sure y'all are using your 1.0 objects. So be on the hunt for any non-1.0 objects. Yeah, and some monsters, a sinker portal, that's always fun. Oh, is that a second route down there? Can I go down there? Might be the main route, actually. Okay. Ooh, that was interesting. Ship gameplay, okay. I avoided the troll. Oh, you're joking. You are joking. There we go. No! Oh, I'm getting rolled by that ending. Yeah, don't use the no glow feature. You should keep it as is. Yeah. That for 1,000 objects, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. It's miles better than like the worst entry I got from the other contest. So, yeah, this is better than the first entry from the other contest that doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, I'm liking that. That's awesome. And we're going to rename this 1.0 Purist CC. Boom. That's first one down. No, it wasn't called first. Mr. Penguin, recommending colors was possible 1.0. All you have to do is say it. Although I'm not sure if descriptions existed back then. I don't remember, but I'm allowing recommendation of colors. Got to see what it talked about. Gravity portal is a theme, 1,000 objects. All right, awesome. Let's take a look at our next level. No, Gerg was not the first. The first was called, I don't even remember. I don't remember what the first one was called. It was called like something like Minimal or something like that. It was by Fixed Music Box. I remember that. It just doesn't exist anymore. All right, the next level that was entered was Billy Steak 3's level. I think Billy Steak, you're in the chat, right? Hey, Skulky. I did my level early because object limit. I expected that would happen. All right, Maple Skull CC2. Couldn't think of a creative name, so yeah, 999 objects, 299th level. And yeah, Purist stuff. He said here, silliness, chill out, and moon adventure inspired gameplay. That's awesome. So I will say, you do know that you're not getting bonus points for building 1,000 objects or under, right? I'm not giving out bonus points for that, but all right. Ooh, that guy is fun. Some Among Us action there. All right. All right, so you got some cool spike designs here. Ooh, that's a little tricky. There we go. Woo! Burb. Oh, are those birds up there? Yeah, I think those are birds. Look at those birds. Love that. Secret Portal gameplay as well. Billy. All right. I'm okay with you using copy and paste. I know that didn't exist back then. Nothing wrong with using it now. That was really fun. Fun little level indeed. I enjoyed that a lot. Quite impressed by the gameplay so far. Alright, the next one is by Hen Dog Games, called 4 on the Floor. Oh, there is an epilepsy warning, so if you are sensitive to flashing lights, you may look away for this one. Let us take a look. Hi. Alright, sounding right for that slight little gap there. Oh boy, yeah. Tight corridor fly. That does hurt the eyes. I appreciate the warning, though, in the description. And games. Ooh, that's a lot of pads. A lot of pads there. Oh, wait, I think it's supposed to be a bouncy castle. Yeah, the pads are making a bouncy castle. All right. Now, it is viable because I did change it to 30 seconds as the minimum length. Fun fact about that, back in 1.0, that was considered to be a long level. Short levels were considered to be, some short levels were considered to be long levels. And 30 seconds was considered to be a long length in 1.0. So, I allowed it for this contest as well. But, yeah, really, really cool. You know, I should be leaving comments on these. Let me do that. Let me leave some comments, just so the comment spaces aren't empty. Also, y'all should consider leaving comments as well. Let's support our fellow entrants. Alright, I am going to go back, and we are going to leave some comments on these. And then we'll leave us comments saying, fun indeed. Ooh. Got a big name there. I do remember fun. Wrong ground spikes? The ground spikes are wrong. Hold on, let me take a look. Indeed they are. We're gonna erase this and say, cool. Make sure to replace the ground spikes with low jack templates. Yep. Hopefully they get that changed. I'll check in on that later. But thank you for catching that. I totally missed that. I also missed that in the last contest in a couple of them, but yeah, they're in the template as, hey, these aren't 1.0 objects. So if you missed that and lose points in that category, not my bad. So all right, fourth entry is W by Wezen. Cyan Azure Player 1. Alright, well, I would consider... Is that Cyan? No. That's like a green. That's pretty Cyan. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look at this. Yeko GD made the name. Here we go. I have not played this. I did see a couple clips inside the Discord, but I've not played it yet. Already seen some very interesting details. I think these are maybe supposed to be like flowers, maybe. Music notes. That's cool. Oh, wow. The hitbox, I am hitting a couple of those hitboxes, so. That's a little annoying, but man, that's impressive. I got some like cars. Kind of reminds me of Bring the Sun by Endon. Those cars do. In fact, I think they said something. Themed around life, from the grass to the city to space, back to life. Okay, so we're looking for like a life-related thing. Ooh, that's blind. A little blind there. It looks like we're all good object-wise. Cool stars in the sky. Fun flip gameplay there. Yeah, this is really cool. That's really detailed for staying under 4K. Wow. You can make your level as detailed as you want, Alex, as long as you keep it within the 4,000 object limit. Like, this is a great example. Uh-oh. Oh, so many blind jumps. That was a really cool level visually. Yeah, we might have a secret way. Hey, Link Prod! This is a really cool level visually for the limitation. I did enjoy that. Some gameplay things that maybe I don't enjoy as much, but I think it did. 6 stars might be a bit. I would maybe put this on an 8 star personally, but yeah, really, really nice. They're also referencing back on Android in 1.0. All your titles would shorten to 1 letter, and you also couldn't use background changes. It would only flash to white. So, nice throwback to the poor Android bug. Hate to be one of those people. Oh, I forgot to leave a comment. Hold on. I'll leave a comment. We'll leave that. Really, really neat designs. I don't think I'm getting monetized anytime soon. Don't really want to anyway. At least not yet. Alright, next one is User Ghost. Made a level called 1.nix. Stayed under 2.6 objects. Interesting. Like, once again, I'm not giving bonus points. We're using underneath the 4K object limit. Or if we're using less than 4K. So you might as well... I mean, my philosophy is might as well use them, but maybe less is more. So it really just depends. Alright, very basic 1.0 style, and that is awesome. Love playing levels that are styled off like this. Love the classic vibes. Yeah, that's a good top ceiling. Yeah, this was fun. It's one of those like chill, very reminiscent of the old style stuff. You could fool somebody by saying, "Yeah, this is dry out V2." It feels like it. I like that. I think they hit right on the marks they were going for. Which reminds me, I should check what they said about it. Classic 1.0 feel. And please let me know if there's any errors. I did not see any errors unless y'all saw some. So I'm just playing them in order. Yeah. Order of when I got them. Let's say very nostalgic. I like that. Okay, let's not call it Rob Slop. It's not slop. It's a simple style. 6? Yeah, I can see that. There were some difficult jumps. Nothing out of the range though. Yeah, I like that. I love nostalgia. Yeah, don't call stuff honestly, don't call stuff slop. There's genuine effort and reasoning behind every level that exists. There's no reason we should be calling stuff slop. Alright, next one is... Does it not exist? Oh, maybe there's an extra 4 on the end. No. Okay, let me look up the name here. This, oh, tapped out of my screen. Deleted the old level, so I need to re-upload this. Ah. How did you... Wait, why is there lag? Huh? Oh, we need to play it, see if that comment's correctly. But first, I'm going to copy this to my clipboard and replace the ID so I can find it in the future. There we go. Okay, there's a lag complaint. Let's see if it lags. Ooh, I like this. It's like a shadowy mountain area. Very cool sky structuring. Oop, can't see that orb. That's a little difficult to tell what you need to do there. It does feel like a modernization of Polargeist, which is awesome. Whoa, Polargeist doesn't get this crazy. This rocket part's genuinely harder than the cube ones. This is fun. I like what they're able to pull off visually with this. Very neo-classic. Got that classic feeling with a little bit of some neo design there. This is definitely under Demon. This is not a 7-star. I would put this maybe as an 8 or a 9. But it's definitely not a Demon. That's too easy to be a Demon. I think it's an 8. Though those rocket sections are a lot more difficult, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about lag, man. There's no lag. I'll say cool stuff. Rate your icon set. I'm not gonna do that this stream, but I like that. That's so cool. By the way, this stream VOD will be up on my YouTube, so if you worry you might have missed your level, you can always go and watch that. Did the bitrate die? Because I didn't notice anything. I think that person's just maybe a little bit crazy. Oh, I skipped one. Okay, so this is the next one. And they said this level changes styles over time. It's called Unnamed by Cath. We don't have any likes on it yet, so go over and give us some likes. Show support to Cath. If you don't know, Cath is the one who hosted the 1.0 place events. Gonna host some more as well, so. Here's the thing, Alex. They were saying as if it's not rated because of lag, and that level lags way less than the rated levels would. I don't understand what that guy's talking about, but let's take a look at Unnamed. Very interesting gameplay so far. Ooh, that's actually a really cool design. That's a really, really cool pipe design. Not gonna lie. I like that a lot. Wow. Didn't even think about that. Oh, I got juked. Dang! This is a banger visually, man. Gameplay's a little tricky. But that was so cool. That is so cool. Now, I'll just say banger visuals. Those visuals at the end, man, those are really cool. Some of the gameplay, though, I'll have to see. I'll have to play through it. My initial takeaway was it was a little tricky. Yeah, definitely on the 9-star demon range border type thing there. Hey, having Siki join could be very fun. We'll love to expand the audience. That'd be awesome. All right. This is Base After Base by Water and Lava Cat. And they said that they were going to try different dimensions like Rob Top, The Impossible Game, Desert, Spike Space, Magical Corals, and more. Well, I am ready to see what you have for me. So let us take a look. Alright, start off with some cool neoclassic. Ooh, like a reverse sinker. That's awesome. Okay. I assume this is the desert section. We got some houses here. Oh, not supposed to go up there. Monsterland. Yeah, I got some cool designs here as well. Y'all are really popping off here. Now, are those the right ground spikes? I think they might be. Hard to tell. I'm going to have to pop on the editor for that one. Spikeland. Ooh, that caught me off guard. And it's the Impossible Game. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess this is a route. Okay. I was worried I found a secret way, but that indeed does look like the impossible game. Really cool. Ended it off with that Rob Top style. Awesome. Very neat ideas. Little happy face there. Yeah, I love those ideas. I do think that is probably around a 7-star, maybe an 8. Didn't take me too long to play through though. That is awesome. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we got another desert theme coming up. Dry Dry Desert by Vam PPL. Oh, there's plenty of good 1.0 levels. Maybe that guy's just starting to get exposed to them. Anyway, let's take a look. I don't think there's any color requirements here. They say specifically the Dry Dry Desert from Mario Kart 8D. I don't know what that means. I know it's Mario Kart 8, but I don't know what the D is in reference to. Oh, maybe DS? No, surely not. Yeah, I'm seeing... Oh, does this mean we'll see those little wiggling things? I forget what they're called. Yeah, loving the cactus designs here. Some fakes, I see. We're at the pyramids. You know, this gameplay reminds me of what I did in a different level, actually. Whoa, all of a sudden, ocean. Is that in Dry Dry Desert? I don't think this is in Dry Dry Desert, is it? Oh, wait, no, it's the Mario Kart 8 version. Oh, no, that does have an underwater segment, doesn't it? They love throwing underwater parts. So this must be the clouds with stars in the sky. Very cool. Oh! Guys, we avoided the end wall. I've never seen this before. This might be the first time I've seen someone do this. That's so creative. Cool desert theme. But yeah, the desert gameplay there, I actually did something really similar in a different level that I made. This level. This is a 1.7 level with 4 color channels, but there's ship gameplay very similar to that. I'm debating if I should finish this level at some point. This is a bit of a experiment away from the... We're diving a little bit away from the 1.0 right now, but I wanted to show you this ship gameplay that I designed a while back. Similar vibes. What did you say? Yeah. Anyway, this fire, quick tangent. The fire I made took a long time. it moves between two different states, and it's made up of these blocks as well as like these thorn stuff. Yeah, it's just made up of blocks from the 1.7 time period. So, yeah, that's at some point I want to finish that, but. But yeah, the gameplay in that desert level reminded me of the gameplay I made in that a while back, so I like that. Next up, we have... Oh dear. We're gonna find the... By Lucas VD. Does it not exist? I don't know if this level exists. Okay, I guess Lucas's entry doesn't exist. I'll mark it as red on my spreadsheet. I don't think that... I can't find it. RIP. Okay, let's move on. Castle Ruins by Kinda Expert. It's at a castle-styled level with fun gameplay. Any player color works. Ooh, is this our first back on track? Can't remember. Anyway, let's give it a play. Oh my goodness! Oh, this is so cool! Yeah, I was not expecting this level of creativity. Y'all are cooking so far. This is so cool. Like, it's fills up a lot of the space. It's in a little weird spot, but man. Those visuals are really well done. Probably ended early due to the object limit, but that is so impressive. I do think it's 6 stars too, so that's fun. Really cool. If you don't know, Kinda Expert, they made Pathfinder from the previous contest. There it is. Yeah, awesome. I'm getting a little bit of frames right now. Let me restart my game real fast. Gonna restart my game, y'all. See if that fixes our frame problems. Here. It's a little rough. I think that fixed it. Okay, everything is still added. That's awesome. By the way, y'all should make sure you support these. Give them a face rating. Let's get these face ratings. That would be awesome. That's our goal. Face ratings. No level left behind. Right, the next level is Material Complex by Long IXZ. Alright, says just freestyle is the theme or ideas behind this. Don't leave yet. Let's give it a go. Ooh, now that is some really interesting designs. I like how things aren't like just centered. And I think this is the first like pulse, like actually pulsing I have seen in the contest so far. So, great question, NLK. That might be something that I should do. So NLK is asking, will a document be shared in the Discord with all the levels of the contest? Yes, eventually. Because it's going to be ever updating for a while. At some point, I will try to get that to everybody. I really like some of these ideas. Really creative structuring. That's a pretty fun level to play. Oh no! No! Oh, there's a but. What percentage is that? Oh, that's so sad. Hurts bug. I am going to let them know. Impossible at 69%. Hurts bug. Fixed by moving. Walk. Okay, hopefully that helps them, because it was really cool looking. Really cool, really fun, and then, hurts bug. Hopefully it gets fixed before the contest ends. I would hate to see that. Have to get like a 0 in gameplay. Oh no, it'd be fun. Yeah, I put that around an 8-star. Alright. See, this is why we play through it beforehand. Give people plenty of time to get stuff fixed. Oh my god, dude, this is a paragraph. Holy! Okay. This level is called Fun Land, and it has so much information here. My level is based around having fun and happiness in general, since I love Waterflame songs so much that I consider Jumper one of the happiest songs I've ever heard. Just gives me really good vibes and makes me want to smile, excitement, or heart emojis wherever I hear it. It's so fun! So I made a artsy / maybe design 2 level with a little bit of amusement park theme. You're entering a very fun level attraction. And I tied it together with fun text to give the level a personality and the most synced or fun looking or whimsical gameplay I thought of with the limitations. I also based my level on the other level DRY, you may remember it since you helped me make a new update for it, Can't Let Go, Jumper, obviously, Majako, and Quasri Ice Cube. I think that's how you say it. My guy wrote a whole story! Any colors you like. Perfect! How jolly indeed! Exactly 4K objects. Made in 2 days. Alright. Bad grammar intended. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, wait, that's really... Is that like a That's really cool. Already I'm liking the designs here. The pulsing is also really interesting. Certainly interesting gameplay here. It goes all over the place, which is really cool. I'm assuming we gotta avoid those. Okay, more or less. No! I just realized. No! There we go. Yeah, I can see the amusement park stuff here. We got like Ferris wheels and moving parts. Very whimsical. I guess that's the way you could describe it. I would definitely say this is an Insane 9, though. The gameplay moves a lot. A lot more than people would be used to. So you gotta be very much on guard. Whoops. This does give, like, early Demon Core, though. Oh, the balloons at the end! I love that! That's so cool! It might be a little difficult. I think requested 8, really? Well, that's certainly 9-star bounds. That, if it was released during the time, I think that would have gotten Demon. It's pretty tricky. But, yeah. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the fun stuff. Let's add a comment. Quite whimsical. Little happy face, because everyone else is making happy faces. Well, the Q's thing's way off. Wait, are you look at the Q. Are you seeing that? Look how far off that white line is. Ugh. I don't think I've ever seen the Q like that before. That's disgusting. Yeah, I love that. Very fun level. Although it is borderline demon, so a nerf might be in hand. Maybe not. Yeah, they said it's a 7 to 8 star. I don't think it's a 7 to 8 star. What else did they say here? Second ever finished attempted decorating a level and somehow did it in 2 days. My level took way longer to make. It's my first time entering a CC in which you did make full-blown levels. If you are asking, the level is themed around having fun. Yes, I really enjoyed making this level. It's such a fun experience. Wow, they had a lot to say. A lot to say. All right, we're moving on. Lyort made a level called Level Hard. I did give this one a play a little bit because it's on my friends list. I sometimes do that. But let's take a look here. I didn't play it all the way through. All right, already some pretty cool designs. I'm liking how like the pad bowls are all the same. You kind of know that they're gonna be coming to the sky. Hey, I really like this type of design. This is very reminiscent of Can't Let Go version 2 by Rabbit, I think. I did forget to read what their inspiration was. Let me do that after we finish this. Yeah, really cool. The gameplay is also pretty smooth. Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, the Lyra did make the cool Giga part. Level easy and Can't Let Go version 2 in the map packs. Nailed it. Can't Let Go version 2. That's only took me one attempt. Yeah. I do think maybe 7-star. I'll give it 6 though. Only took one attempt. Yeah. Very much reminds me of fun map pack levels. And here's maybe a hot take. I really love the map packs. I enjoy the map packs. I think it's such a well done, well fleshed out concept with maybe poor levels chosen in some of them. Like Square Adventure, yes, that's garbage. Corrupted Kingdom, yes, that's garbage. But a lot of the other map pack levels, love them to death. Some of my favorite levels are map pack levels. One of my personal favorites is Tyrian Wall, which is going to be very controversial. I just love this gameplay because it feels so massive. Like you're actually entering a very impenetrable fort. But I really like Tyrian Wall. I was actually remaking this level at one point before I did my 1.0 stuff. Yeah, I really like Tyrian Wall. One of my favorite Insanes in the game. Probably a bit controversial, but it's Tyrian Wall. Tyrian Wall is in the Twisted Pack, which ironically the levels Scene Machine and Corrupted Kingdom are two of my least favorite levels in the map packs. So I don't know why Tyrian Wall was put in with such garbage. I do not recommend beating the Twisted Pack. Corrupted Kingdom is literally the worst level that has ever touched these servers. Alright, this is a level I've already played through. It's called Under the Stars. Can't Let Go one of those space remix, not much to say. Player colors shouldn't be black. Best experience, disable the progress bar, it's bugged. Alright, we can certainly do that. Okay, so you're going to notice right away, and I've already commented about this, there's a particular object that isn't from 1.0 that they used. So see if you can spot it. Actually, yeah, it's easier to spot in normal mode. Did you see it? They use the pulsing stars from the 1.3 update. And I told them that. But they seem fine with it, so... They will be losing points for that. Otherwise, there's some pretty cool stuff here. Good luck! Okay, now here's the question. Is the guy saying 3, as in the number, free, as in I am free, or freeze, as in freezing of the water? Because I always heard it as free, as in somebody is free to do what they want. But they thought they said 3. One of the earlier entries thought it said freeze. It's like one of those questions. They hear Yanny or Laurel. Only it's understandable this time. But hey, look at these blocks. These blocks are really cool. I like the grids over it. That big Chungus monster looked very hungry. Yes, this is some really cool design work. But unfortunately, we have those stars everywhere. They also have the pulsing circle from 1.3, but that's because they made a custom coin. Greed? B's? D's? Oh my goodness, I've opened a rabbit hole. Pretty sure it starts with an F sound. Hey, Goldcraft, we're playing through some CC entries here. So yeah, I already let them know. They forgot to submit to the forum. They did that. I'm gonna delete that. Submit it now. So the pulsing stars are not from 1.0. That should be fixed. Like, I should make a note about that. 1.3 pulsing stars. Just so that I can fix that later. Alright. This is entry, I think, 16. Afterbase by Just Cody. I also played this one briefly. It was on my friend's list. I was bored. But we will give it a play. Alright, going for another simple classic style. Shigen's awesome. I like these pulsing pulses. Yeah, that feels really nice with pulses there. The sync in this is awesome. I like that. The sync was really cool. Great sync. Very cool. I like it. Alright, instead they focused on nostalgia and fun gameplay, so. Alright, this next level is Unnamed 333, and they told me decayed, beautifully messy, and intimidating is what their ideas are. And they said if it looks like a map pack level, just wait for the drop, please. Let's also listen to see if he said freeze, free, 3, Ds, Bs, whatever you want to hear. Let's see if we can pick that out a little bit better here. Okay, first off, this doesn't look like a map pack level in the slightest. These are some wonky structuring that's really cool. Ooh, a little tricky. They thought it said 3. All right. That's another up for 3. Oh yeah, this is a little bit on the messier side. I can understand why they put that in the description. Or in the reason. Okay, some of the background pulses feel like they're just a little bit off. Which is a common this can commonly happen if you just copy and paste the background pulses instead of making sure they're lined up. So maybe something to take a look at. Oh my, this, whoa, whoa. That was wonky. 3. I think he's saying free. As in, like, the music's making him free. But not a map pack level. That didn't feel like a map pack level in the slightest. Cool stuff. Yeah, Can't Let Go version 2. It's awesome. There's some other, I think there's some other old levels that have cool structuring, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. All right, the next one is Jade Travel Map by the Crazy Creator. Also using Can't Let Go. Oh my goodness. Meant to feel like a 2013 1.0 level if there was a creator that was really, really good at creating. It's also an art level where you travel through different places, city to space to underwater to forest to cave. Well, that's awesome. Level abruptly ends at the point because of the object limit, but it's honestly fine because the level abruptly ending fits with the vibe of the 2013 levels. Okay. No specification, even though it's called Jade Travel Map, so no color specification. Funny game for 1.0 is the goal, so let us take a look. This one is insane. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's a really good city. Really tall people. Oh wow, those people are tall. Yeah, I remember this because I commented these kind of looked like no symbols. Whoa. They still kind of look like no symbols. So I'd be maybe a little careful. Like these stars, they look a little sus. Yeah, Jane is peace signs. So maybe consider altering it a little bit. Woo! Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. That sunset was so cool. Yeah, I remember seeing the squid in a preview as well. Lovely. Very cool forest trees. Is that a volcano? Those are some really good animal designs too. Wow. NLK would probably dig this. Take a look at these wolves. Dude, how do you have the objects for that? That's mental. What a beautiful arts. Sodacycle's playing him along with me. That's so cool. Yep, short length is a cost, but as long as it's longer than 30 seconds, I don't mind. I do prefer long levels over shorter levels, but as long as you got 30 seconds, you qualify for this contest. All right. Next up, we have Zoob's level, What Did I Miss? He said it's based on winter, polar bears, snow, glacier. Player 1 should be color 18. I can do that. I think that's white. No. Ah. Zoob, guess what? Color 18 is also what my GJJ7 is going to use. So yeah, this is the color for GJJ7 too. Let's take a look here. Whoa. Yeah, that's awesome. Getting that like glassy effect. Oddly enough, I did something very similar in GJJ7. You're not gonna believe I have a very similar effect to these blocks in that level. I assume these are winter wolves. Oh, I'm supposed to jump that pad. Yeah, I can see the winter theme here. Very cool designs. Entered the cave. So it's a little grayer in the cave. That makes a lot of sense. I think we ran out of objects. We ran out of objects. Pretty cool. Zoob's not leaking GJJ7. Zoob has no idea what it is. Bit of a cheeky comment there, but love that. That's so odd. Same colors, some of the blocks that are the same. All right. Next level is Back on 1.0 by T00100. I've also played a little bit of this, though I don't really remember it. No real theme, just various ideas I had with some loose inspiration from Back on Track. All right, well, let me go back to Scully Hop Yellow here, and let's give it a play. All right, seeing some interesting block designs. That's like a like NLRK's 1.0 community level where the blocks are flipped. I think with sparkling, yeah. I saw that in sparkling, which is really cool. Really simple way to give variation to your blocks. This gameplay syncs really well. The sync is crazy. Oh, wow. I'm shocked you had enough objects for this. Oh, they're doing the whole the background changes with the portal color. That was done in one of the first autos in the game. Oh, that transition's a little rough. See if we can get a better entrance on that. That sync is so cool. That sync is so cool. Flare, yeah, you can. We have a Discord server. The link's in the description, and we have channels designed for that. And there's lots of people would love to give you feedback for that if you are interested. So, yeah, feel free to put it in the Discord, Flare, if you want to join. Yeah, really, really cool. Those pulses are so fire. All right, we got another desert level. Sahara by I'm King Cath. Says desert, any player color. Great time making this level. Thank you everyone involved in the competition. Why don't we give this a playthrough? Ooh, I'm liking the spikiness in these structures. Really gives like a cactus feeling, even though it doesn't entirely look like a cactus you would normally think of. Because spininess is something often associated with deserts via like cactuses and like sand being gritty. So I do like that detail there. Sahara. Good luck. Oh, it's multi-routed! Oh, that's wonderful. Oh. That's a bit of a bug. I might talk about that. 53% is a little bugged. I don't know if King Cat's in chat or not, but look at that 53%. That's a really fun gameplay. I think it's very skippable though, but fun to pull off. King Cath sent me a Discord message. You go down at that part. Let me take a look. Do one more quick practice run here. One quick practice run. Just want to check that part again. Could just be me being stupid. Actually, let's take one of the other routes. Let's take the low route here. I need to find that one spot. Oh! I stand corrected. Yeah, Goldcraft, you're 100% correct. King Cath just told me that. Wow, I am stupid. Really cool. Love the splits. All right. Scully Hop Dum Dum moment number 1. All right. That level was awesome. All right. Next one is by Spark Tweet 1.0 Puri. It's a sequel to their other contest entry 1.0 Levy. Prequel to 1.0 Levy. And they said on the forum, nostalgia for Jumper. It's my favorite level in GD Light before Electrodynamics. So, let us give it a play. This is really fun. Wow. There are a couple open spaces, but I think it works quite well at this level. Spark Tree's always been good about like making very open feeling levels. Like the empty space is utilized really well. Yeah, this is really fun to play. That's really fun. That's a fun, cute level. Yeah, these level names have been sick. That was a really fun level. Wow. I would say that's maybe like a 7-star. Is that over y equals 40? I don't know. Let's take a little check. Let's take a quick check here. Yeah, I don't have the line in real fast. I will check that later when I'm actually doing grading. I'll actually make like a line that I can check. But yeah, really fun. I'm not sure if it's over y equals 40. We'll have to see. But yeah, awesome. Next one. Jump thing I don't know. Goldcraft, you're saying that level names thing. I think this might be the first one you don't like. Let's see. They said theme of my level is map pack. No, any color could work. It is a solo project. Okay. Good to know. Couldn't think of a better name. You can think of something better than jump thing I don't know, surely. Using the pad cancel orb gimmick. Ooh, yeah, this gameplay actually requires me to think. There we go. No! I'm sure that's a 9-star. I'm just stupid. I don't know. Easy maze to route. Ooh. Hey, we got our first QFO of the contest. That's fun. Oh, portal. Ooh, okay, yeah. So, no! Don't do this to me, man! My one weakness is puzzle gameplay. Alright, I think I got through it. Crash. That's a bit like a flip gameplay there. I like how all those spike things are connected. Really helps keep it consistent instead of just floating. I like this color changing ending. That's so fun. That's a cool ending. Probably won't see many gravity fields, yeah. Really complex gameplay. That might be a demon. It might be a demon. I'd have to play through it again when I'm actually doing the grading, but that might be it might be a demon. Might be a demon. We'll give it 9 stars. But yeah, if that was in 1.0, people would be like, "Ooh, you hacked! You had to have hacked." That is a tricky 1.0 level. All right, next level is by Gabriel Mariel, Factorial. Alright, and they said the level's theme is a factory, as the name suggests, and I try to make a glitch effect around parts of the level which may cause epilepsy, but most likely won't. Player color doesn't really matter. I didn't really use the player colored objects, but in my opinion, it looks a bit better if player color is set as blue color 16. Okay, well, let's do that. So I want to get that full experience. That's color 4. Here we go. Electro time. See what Factorial is about. We gotta not get caught in the glitch. So, oh, it could be a Lunar SIM or Lunar Simg. Lunar Simg? I always call them Lunar SIMG, but I don't think that's correct. It could be a Lunar Simg reference. Whoa, okay. The glitch effect is actually really well done. I'm impressed with how well done that is. Yeah, this is really cool. I like how it's like you're fading into different areas. And they actually added like curved blocks, which I love. We're getting some glitching. Oh no! They did such a good job on those glitch effects. I'm at that last obstacle actually tripped me out a little bit. That's so neat. I really love that glitch. That's awesome. And 9-star. Y'all you're all doing so well. Oh my goodness. I expected this to be a whole lot harder for y'all, but you are proving me wrong. Next level is by a nerve called Back to Base. Fun gameplay and music sync is what they were basing this off of, so it doesn't look like there's a color. First release serious solo level since 2.0. Woo! It has been a while then, my friend. You're friends with a nerve, Seb? Well, that's cool. Okay, this structuring is actually really neat. Wow. Like, the use of space is really helping, like, the spacing between the structures really, like, accents the main, like, inside structure. Am I supposed to hold there? Oh, I am. That's a cool concept. Uh-oh. There might be a secret way. Oh, see, I wanted to pull off something like this where we're kind of like inside the blocks, and they did it here. First time I've really seen it done in 1.0. Really well done spike riding too. Yeah, that is really well done. I will say, again, this feels a little tricky for a 9-star. So I'll have to play it a little bit more to kind of get used to it. I did do a similar lettering to the thumbnail of the CC video Goldcraft, but not that well. It's hard to do mini spike riding. That's really well done. Okay. Next up we have Sulky. Bubbles. I did give this a brief attempt before, but they said, I made this level in a way that prioritizes fun and bouncy gameplay while also having a little bit of polish. As the name implies, the theme is bubbles. And then video level, I recommend playing with main color 4 Giga Collab Blue. Oh no! I keep missing the orb. There we go. Oh my, this is so involved. What the heck? Oh! Rocket's part's way easier than the cube. That cube is a lot. Wow. The variation in tinting orbs can sometimes mess up some of the gameplay. Really cool gameplay. This part plays a lot better, I think. Yeah, these ending parts play a lot smoother. Oh, sort of. Syncs pretty well. Unfortunately, though, I think that is definitely a demon. Wow, that is hard. Variation in the orb clicks definitely makes that where you have to actually time it. I think it's a demon now. Once again, demons gameplay doesn't get you disqualified, it just might get you less points. Like, if you build a demon, I'm going to give it less points than something that says, like, say, as a balanced 9-star, so. I do think some of the earlier parts could benefit from a nerf to Sulky. Right now, some of those early parts are a lot going on, so. No, the gameplay is really, really cool. I do like how you're kind of like bouncing everywhere. Very, very bubbly. All right, next up is the only contest level I've beaten so far before playing these, and it's Colossal Punk Basic 2. This says fun gameplay, so. Yeah. If you have not seen the original Colossal Punk Basic, it was a contest level, and it was a really good early entry. I have it in my awesome 1.0 CC level showcase videos. It's the number 6. This is the number 6 video. Yeah, no problem, Sulky. Just remember that the yellow orbs, if you tap them too early, that's usually where the problems lie. So I'd maybe push the orbs back if you can. I think that would fix a lot of the weird timing stuff. Oh, thank you, Sodium Hydroxide, for doing that. Yeah, really cool design so far. This part's really reminiscent of the original Colossal Punk Basic. There was sections with like the pad stars. Yeah, so far it's a pretty satisfying simple level. Colossal Punk thought it said freeze. I think it says free. I don't know if I'm crazy or something, but we got 3 and freeze. I heard someone said bees. Wait, no. Because there's freeze and dry out and also in can't let go. So does can't let go say free and dry out say freeze? I'm going to think about that while I play this. This gameplay is really fun. Kind of ends a little awkwardly, but I understand you probably ran out of objects. Yeah, I'm thinking for dry out, they probably say freeze. For can't let go, they probably say like free or maybe 3. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same vocal stem though. Who knows? But yeah, really fun level. I like that. Laurel, Yanny, Green Needle, Brainstorm, yada yada. Yep. That was a really fun level. I like that. 7-star request. I'd agree with that. It's a little easier than Colossal Punk Basic 1. Ooh. All right. I also beat this one. I forgot about that. I beat 2. This is the other one I beat, the Ransacked Rules. I'm just seeing here it says Postmanifest Destiny. So to those who don't know what Manifest Destiny is, it's a really romanticized American concept that all the land was God-given to them. So it was the whole Western expansion of America taking the land from natives as their given right by the higher heavens. As you'll learn in later history classes, it gets really dramatized, and it actually was really bad for the local populations. So, not everyone's taking a history class, so I'm just re-explaining it. I got a 5 on the AP American History exam, so I kind of know my history. Alright, they said they built it with player color white, so we'll use that. But yeah, something I really liked about 540 Backflips 1.0 contest entries was that they were so creative, like thematic-wise, and I believe we get the same thing here. All right, we got some cars and some townhouses. I assume this is chandeliers at Simple Grandfather Clock Alert. That's cool. Out of the house, a little bit darker, and this is, I believe, yeah, train. Those smokestacks look awesome. I think we're flying a little bit further the distance, and there's one of those like spinning grain mill type wind things. We got a church there. I assume this is happening kind of like in the modern day. Yeah, post-Manifest Destiny would be with cars. So kind of like the old Western town. Old rural Western. This is a factory, I think. Maybe a car manufacture plant. That's what it is. Look at that cactus design. That's really cool. That looks like a jail attachment. That's a really good tractor design. I like that. Oh, was that an Oh, is this a fuse? Oh, it's one of those levers, and you're clicking down the lever. This is the fuse. And that's the explosion. You see the boom. See, that's why I really like their levels. You can notice so many small details on a second and third playthrough that are just like really well incorporated. Like, I really like that. That's so awesome. And 8 stars. See an argument for 9, but I think that is an 8. All right. Next up, we have Out the Dark by Sodasicle. To those who don't know, this is the first sent 1.0 Purist entry. Tricipital sent it earlier today. So this is the first one that got sent. This one's pushing gameplay mechanics and ideas as far as I could. For namesake, the ground is mainly black and the BG is mainly dark. At the end, the BG brightens and the ground turns white. There's some progression there. And then there's a showcase video. It doesn't look like there's a player specification, so we will switch back to Skull-Yop Yellow. Yeah, so TOO, there is 36 levels so far. Hey, Skullhopper. All right. Gameplay is pretty fun. A little challenging. A lot of fast thinking there. Let's put on some checkpoints here. Oh, that's a little weird. Whew. Little tricky here. I guess we go up. Oh no! Oh, there we go. Ooh. I'll tell you this right now, Sodasco. I know Tricipital, when he sent this, he sent it for Demon. And I think he's correct. This is a demon. Especially those ending rocket sections. I would definitely say it's a demon. So, yeah. So I would maybe look into maybe doing some nerfs if you want. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Demon. It's fine. All right. Yep, that's your choice. I like it. I'm glad it was. I'm glad it got sent. First one that got sent. Next up, we have Terrain by Ethan. Kinda mid, to be honest. I think we might have misspelled terrain here. I don't know if that's on purpose. Like terrain in the like terrain in the real world. Okay. Use green as player color 1. Any type of green works. All right. Let's use our classic green that we would get. No, our classic green we would get in 1.0 is this. Main color 0. All right, so this looks to be a forest biome to start things off. Oh, I'd have done this wrong. Wait. How do I do this? That's a little tricky. All right. And I saw this in the Discord. This is a cheetah on the bottom. That's the spikes. And there's a bird on top of the cheetah. At least that's what they said in the Discord. So that's a bird on top of a cheetah. A little hard to see that, but... Alright, there's a person there, so this is like maybe a city biome. I know it's based off of Terraria, so maybe that's just a Terraria player. Oh, this gameplay is a little crazy. Oh, do I have to go under? I'll have to go under. Sorry, I was itching my head and missed a jump. All right. I think maybe this is supposed to be a cave. A little hard for me to tell. All right, I think we're out of the cave, and this must be under the sea. Got our fishies and our squids. And then we're back into a forest of some kind. GG's. All right. Now, I will say, that's a little hard as well. That might be a demon. Cool ideas. Might be a demon though. But yeah, some really cool ideas in that. They requested it for demon. Wait. Okay, well, they're conscious about it. I'll just leave this. Actually. That should help them. Yeah, you can't have demons for this contest. Demons didn't exist until 1.2. I don't know why we're requesting a demon, but fun nonetheless. Oh, you submitted this twice. Oh, you wanted me to ignore the old entry. Hold on, let me delete the old entry then. So give me 1 second. So we actually had 35 entries. We had a duplicate. All right, taken care of. All right, so we'll do the next one then. Operation Annihilate by Zakito? Also, Zakito, I don't know if you knew this, but Gigs sent your level Obey, and Gigs loved Obey. So, congrats on that. Oh, was Demon 1.3? I always thought it was a 1.2. You know? Awesome. All right, let's take a look. Oh, I'm so green. Let's switch back to yellow. Let me read what you said. The big thing invades the level and wants to destroy you, so he sends himself and his minions to do so, and he also brought his dog with him, which he deems his sidekick. And there's a showcase. All right, let's give it a play. Ooh, those are some cool shapes. Yeah, those really look menacing. That's the orb. Really like the use of the default block's rotation to add variation. That looks really cool. Oh, I jumped on Doggo Head. I thought I was gonna bounce. That was of the deceptive switch into the sky, like that. Avoid the minions here. Now that does feel like it goes really high. So I need to double check to see if it doesn't go above Y40. But yeah, I'm loving it how like expansive the gameplay feels. Fight! Oh, those are some giant things they're throwing at me. Avoid it like a pro. Blast! Oh, I hit the thing. He's dead! Yay! That is really cool. I really like those ideas. And it's requested 5. I think it's a little harder than 5, personally. I think I'd put it on a 6. But that is awesome, Zixedo? Zixedo? I'm not sure how you say your name. Really, really cool stuff. I like that. All right, we got 4 more levels to play that we've had submitted so far. And okay, as a reminder to those, I told people at the start, but I'll tell it again. I am going on a vacation trip starting Sunday through Thursday. So in 2 days, I'm leaving for 5 days. So I wanted to give a chance to play through all of these CC entries before I have to go. Portals and Beams by Zach the Minion. Use yellow for better experience. Hey, I'm using yellow. Mostly technology, it's in the name. Okay, well, let us give it a try here. We got like little laser beams going on with the yellow. There we go. I call the big lasers flash the screen yellow. And the portals do too. That's a cool detail. Oh, it's an alien attack on a city. Oh no, I crashed. I'm loving the attention to detail with the background flashes here. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, love that. Y'all are cooking, man. This is so cool. I'm loving this contest already. All right, next up we have 1.0 Purist entry by Biohazard 0GD. You get enough reception to make another entry, and you said tough gameplay with a nostalgic feel to it. All right, well. Oh. Hang on, my game glitched. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna reload. Reloading the game here. I had a glitch. Are we back online? Yes, we are back online. All right, I'm gonna put it in the folder. Let's give it a try. Okay, gonna immediately tell you right away, these blocks are part of the blocks I said to not use. Do you see that, guys? Those are the non-dot corner blocks and are not from 1.0. So they're gonna have to fix that. In fact, they use that for everything where they should have used a normal grid space. Oh dear. See, I took the extra precaution of putting a giant box that says, do not use these blocks, they're not from 1.0. And you used it anyway. Ah. That's okay. I understand it's hard for people who've never done it before. Oh, it's everywhere. No! This is an example of using non-1.0 blocks is going to make you lose more than just 2 points. This is like a 10-point deduction. Good lord. Not to worry, I'm sure that they will fix it once I leave a comment about it. Otherwise, this is a pretty cool structuring. It's also a pretty fun level. Fun. You used the wrong passable grid block. Though, change it to the 1.0 version. Hopefully they check the template level. Hopefully they figure it out. So. Because otherwise it's a really cool level. They just used the wrong block. It's so sad. If you make a level, because you could make a level Goldcraft that just uses those blocks. I have like one of every type there. All right, next up we have... Sorry. Didn't copy. Excuse me. What? Why is it not copying? Hello? Oh, dude. Oh, no. Okay. I accidentally copied it into the form. There we go. Yeah, that is a little ironic. It's called 1.0 Purist Entry and it's not actually using the Purist features. Arcade by L Muffin 5. There's arcade games like Pong, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Doom, Asteroids, Rogue, and Pac-Man. Sounds exciting. Let's give it a play. This is the Pac-Man maze, I think, right? Part of it. That is awesome. Would you go here? I guess, yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, it's cube. It's cube and rocket. I'm taking the rocket path. You can also take a cube path. Oh, that's awesome. It's very rare to see that. Uh-oh, we got some aliens. I think this must be the Donkey Kong parts. And here's Pong. That's a lot of Pong balls. Pong expert mode. Oh, is this Doom? I recognize that eye creature. This might be Doom. No, this is Doom, right? Also, this looks a little wrong. I know it's supposed to be a hand, but you might want to raise it. Raise it just a little bit. Oh, are we... What is that ending? What is that ending? Al Muffin being a little sus at those ending jumps there. Cool stuff. He knows what he's doing with that ending. I think he knows he might lose points accordingly for that. Alright, we got one more here, and we also got Flair put in a level last minute for feedback. So we'll take a look at that. Okay, this is 1.not. Classic. Went more basic for this one. Okay. This is user goes second entry, I believe. It's definitely a 1.0 classic style. I will say, I really like when people use this layering technique where it's kind of like the block is on the foreground by kind of putting it into a carve-out section. That makes really simple blocks really stand out, which is a really cool technique. Yeah, pretty fun, simple gameplay. Ending with a triple, of course. Yeah, very base after base based, but pretty fun. I enjoy that. Alright. Alright, last thing we're gonna do. Flair wanted me to play it. It's just gameplay. Decorations can be added later. But I'll give you some decoration on the so it's a demo, no deco yet. I'll give you some feedback. I'm not gonna be able to talk very much about like specifics, but what I could do is Flair, I can tell you if it's too difficult or not. Yeah. that is a little bit of a difficult jump there. You might have better luck if you kind of raise the structure a little bit higher. Oh, there's a lot of ways to this, aren't there? Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it plays pretty alright right now. This right here is a blind jump. So I would maybe fix that into maybe a pad or something. That's a little too tricky. Would be my recommendation. Oh no, I fell for it. Yeah, most of this plays pretty well. From what I can see. Oh, is that not a path? At the beginning? Oh, that's the path. I am stupid. Yeah, you might find that you might run out of objects pretty quickly on this. Other than that, yeah, it plays really well, so. Yeah, so other than that, maybe blind jump, I think it plays pretty well so far. So, and Flare, there will be people on the server who would love to help you test play this stuff. So you just need to, I think I have a spot in level feedback. You can like ask if anyone would be willing to test play it. So yeah, looking good so far. Excited to see what you turn that into. All right, I think with that, I have played all the entries. I'm going to mark this one as a yellow because it's not a finished entry. So, yeah. Ooh, I am looking forward to seeing what y'all have come up with after my vacation break. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I have a family dog. And that family dog is really close to death right now. So, tomorrow will be their final appointment. And I might not be very active here. Very active on Discord or here or in this contest. So, yeah. So that's what's on my plate for tomorrow. Then I start my vacation after that. So, little rough, but it was nice to be able to take some time and look through your entries. It's a great distraction from knowing that it will occur. So, thank you all for your wonderful submissions so far. We got like a little over 2 weeks left of the contest, like 2.5 weeks. I'm very, very excited to see what else gets created. Feel free to enter as many times as you'd like. I'm going to be grading your first 3 submissions. So if you got done early, maybe make another one. See what else you can do. There's a lot to explore and a lot to unpack. So, all right. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to end it here. So let me save my data. And I will see y'all later. Goodbye.